Hey, hello everyone. What a joy to come to you today. We're excited. It's another day for Talk with the Missus, and the Missus is here, so it's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah.
Today's topic is a beautiful one. I mean, it's something we began 4 weeks ago. Can you believe that? It's
Yeah.
been 4 weeks
Yeah.
on what you don't know about women. I mean,
Yeah.
we've done 2 parts on what you don't know about men.
Yes.
And there were moments where it was very, fun-like moments of laughter, moments where it was very intense, moments where certain people, egos and temperaments were pricked. And it just makes it all enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's why we love this show, because it's real talk with real people,
Yeah.
addressing real issues. It's not, we're not trying to make up anything. We're just as real and as raw, and we try to reason with you. So it's great to have you.
Yeah.
I want to encourage you to please share the broadcast. Maybe they should hear from the missus. You want to give a shout out to some
Hello,
people?
everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening, or whichever evening, because it may be a replay, with us. We really do appreciate it. As always, you never know who this conversation is going to change, transform, touch, help. So please do share the broadcast. Let us also know where you're tuning in from, your name, the city, where you're at. We want to know where you're at. Thank you so much. Good evening to Audion. God bless you.
Bless you.
Good evening to you and everyone. Oh, you've got loads. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, for the gift of life. That's right. We have to be so grateful. We're in a new month as well.
Yeah.
What a season, that we are in. In our church, Faith Miracle Church, this is a September to remember.
Yeah.
So really praying that this shall be a blessed month and a blessed ember months
Yeah.
for everyone, and it should be one that will give you a tangible testimony, something that you can go home with.
Hallelujah.
Knowing that this has changed for me over
Yeah.
date.
That's it.
Some people that say on so date at so time,
Exactly.
this happened.
Yeah.
This is what we want to see. So
and it's a powerful theme for this month, that God has brought to us something to remember, which will make it a September to remember. There must be something for you to remember.
That's it.
And that's interesting. That's exciting.
It is.
Let us know where you are connected from.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a number of people joining in. We've got Joyce Hunter. Joining in. We've got Habi Ahmed. Guys, tell us where you're connecting from today. We've got Joy Onumateka, Toraya from London.
Hi, Toraya.
Juliet from Southampton.
Wow, hi, Juliet.
And we've got Sean Johnson. Hello, beautiful Pastor and Mrs. here for the lessons from Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, that's
we
awesome.
are loving it. There are many more. We've got Deaconess Glory.
Oh, God bless
Good evening,
you,
Pastor and Mrs. Great to have you again in London. Great. And I love this. You're all telling us where you are connecting from. So Joyce from USA.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Joy from USA.
Wow.
We've
lovely.
got Mike from Zambia.
Wow, this is lovely.
Great. Let us know where you're joining from.
Yeah.
We've got Joyago. Good evening, Sanma. Let us know where you're connecting from. Esther. Good evening, Papa, Mama. You are blessed.
Amen. And you also.
Okay. Onomateka, Pastor, you got that name. Yes, that's it.
Oh, that's good. That is awesome.
Beautiful.
That is awesome.
And we've got Habi Ahmed from London.
Oh, awesome.
So guys, do us a favor, share the broadcast. I mean, use it to reach many. And remember that we did what you don't know about men. We did part 1. We did part 2.
Yeah.
And then we also did what you don't know about women. We did part 1. And today we're doing part 2. So maybe, in the course of the broadcast, we'll share the link to the episodes we've already done before.
Yeah.
So the part 1 of what you don't know about men, the part 2, and then also the part 1 of what you don't know about women.
Yeah.
God bless you and God lift you in Jesus' name. Amen. Team Azmizing. Good evening, Pastor and Sister Chioma. God bless you. Mike said, I'm connected from the beautiful land of Zambia.
That's it.
Great. Here to be blessed.
Amen.
Great. And we've got Joyago from Germany.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. So we got people from everywhere.
Yes.
All right. I think it's about that time to fire down. We've got Ifoma Chomadu from SS UK.
Lovely.
So guys, let's share, copy the YouTube link, put it on every WhatsApp group that you're part of, and let the people know that something's happening online. Share it on your Facebook page so that many more will be blessed, and participate in the conversations. We'd like to hear from you. We don't want it to be a monotonous. This is a conversation. You know, all of us are involved in this. Let's keep it that way so that we'll be able to have opinions, have discussions. And, you know, in conversation, sometimes opinions are shared that is not always, you know, received or accepted or, you know, agreed by the person. But it's very important to share. It's very
because I think that's what even helps us, you know, to grow and to be who we are. When we're having, like, as a couple, it helps us that if I have an opinion and
it doesn't have to be right. You know, when you're pondering over an opinion for too long, it doesn't have to be right. Just say what's in your mind. It may not be right, it may be wrong, but you know, it helps the conversation, and it just helps everyone to, and sometimes, you know, it just helps for us to challenge your thought pattern. And maybe in challenging it, we can correct it.
I think you're right, because I think that's what's really helped us. If I genuinely think about myself, maybe what's helped us to gel so much together is because of the conversation. So if I'm having not a dodgy thought pattern, but one that is not quite where he's at, having the conversation would now help bring me to where you're at, if you like, or bring us at an equal place. Or if you're having a thought and I think no, it's not like that, you know, then you the same thing. So it really does help to be able to share what we are saying. So please do add your comments. That's basically all of that was just to say.
All right, so
write your comments.
So today we're going to be hearing more and more from the missus, because I mean, we're looking at what you don't know about women. And, you know, I think it's better to hear from the woman than hearing from the man, because I was doing a lot of the talking when we were looking at what you don't know about men. So over to you.
All right. So thank you again and share again. So we were here 4 weeks ago, like you said, on the first part 1. Part 1, as a recap, I'm not going to go into the details. You'll get the link and you'll be able to watch that back. But on part 1, we talked about women can be moody. So understanding that women can be moody at times, and it's not something that they can control, but it's actually a chemical imbalance or reshifting or swing that's happening that causes that. So knowing how to effectively deal with a woman, or, you know, loving her through that. Then next I said most women do want to submit, but sometimes it's not knowing what we're submitting to. So having an understanding that as a husband, that leadership and all of that is needed really does help, you know, with setting a vision so that she'll know where it is that we're going, so that she'll be able to follow with joy and with understanding. Most things that you do with understanding, it goes a lot easier and quicker. I'm sure you would agree.
When you have a good understanding, it's easy to go.
Exactly. So there's that. Then most women have been emotionally hurt before, so we spoke about that, talking about promised land and being dropped at the desert, and you know, some men have hurt women emotionally. It becomes like a baggage, but you know, some women have to, you know, learn to overcome that and, you know, come out of that rut so that you'll be able to allow the new man in your life to take you to the promised land with joy and not over, take extra baggage from somebody else that you're now using to punish your husband or whatever. It's not fair. Then I went on the last point because I couldn't finish, hence part 2, is most women love intimacy. So we were talking about, women, we're like pressing irons, we're not light switches, which is the characteristic of men. So for a man to understand that, there are stages, get the woman to those stages, and she's on it, she'll be up for it and everything. But just understanding that there's more to do during the day, in the action itself. There's more to do if you want that real love intimacy as you desire. All right, so that was the points that we were able to get there in the part 1. So fast forward now to part 2.
Part 2, yeah. We are ready. All ears. We're ready to hear.
Good. Very happy to hear that. All right. So I want to, I found my notes as well from the last part. I was like, oh, my notes have gone, but I found them after much searching. But one of the points that I have here is women are scared to submit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It is. Yeah, let's start heavy. Why have a start when you can have a main? So yeah, let's start heavy. So yeah, some women, and maybe even most, are scared to submit. So it's not like the first part where I said that we want to submit, but it's now a thing of, how do I approach this submission? I want to, but I'm scared to. Yeah. And I think really the reason for that is that we're scared how we'll be taken once we do submit. Like last week, last time, so 2 weeks ago, we spoke of some men that also have a fear that if they give the woman too much attention, or they love the woman too much, basically they'll be taken for a ride. It's the same kind of thing for women in the reverse. So if we feel that sometimes if we give ourselves to a man, genuinely, submitting to him, loving him, and respecting and honoring him, he'll just take us for granted. It's a real fearful point that some women will feel that the man will just literally just use you as a slave. Here, do my laundry, do my cooking, come here, let's make love. It's just like the woman is now object that he's just obtained from somewhere, and we're just there to dance at his fiddle. So it's for some women, we feel that we can't just give ourselves like this, because then he'll just take us for granted. So it's an awkward one, I think, because
I'm trying to imagine, to be honest with you. I'm thinking, I can see what you're saying in terms of that being scared. Maybe I can understand it as well, but I'm just trying to look at the reasons, for that fear. And maybe there are women who probably didn't even think that until they heard you say it now. Because what you're saying is, it's not that women don't want to submit. Women do want to submit, but there are some women, or most women, who are scared to submit because they don't know how they will be handled, and just what.
They don't know how they'll be received. Like you said, they don't know how they'll be handled. Whether the man, it's like we don't want to lose our identity. Because we know that submission means that you're under. I always see submission as literally cutting the two ways, like a compound word. So submission, so your sub is under, so you're putting yourself under somebody else's, i.e. your husband's mission. So you're under your husband's mission. So if I'm now putting myself under my husband's mission, am I losing my identity? Am I losing the things that I stand for? Am I losing the things that I was pursuing? Do you understand? So it's now like I'm giving myself up, kind of thing, or just, you know, changing myself. That's how some women see it in literal kind of sense. But a husband that is mature enough, or a husband that is able to navigate those fears, to put the woman in a place of safety and say, look, you're coming in as my wife, you know, we're marrying or we're married, but you're not going to lose yourself. You know, instead, we're going to be, you know, doing things together, or I'm going to put you in a place where you'll be able to shine. Because there's some men that will now see, you know, the woman as if like, you no longer exist as yourself. It's now you and me in everything. But if we think about the Proverbs 31 woman, who the husband loved so dearly, and he was proud of her going in the streets and, you know, with the men at the gate, and so proud, she was a businesswoman. She was able to see a field and buy it. So there were things that she was doing independently, which inversely or indirectly speaks of the ability that the man gave to her to allow her to shine. So as much as we say, yeah, the Proverbs 31 woman, but look at the husband of the Proverbs 31 woman. He didn't now stifle her to now say, you know, whatever you do is when I say so, because I said so, and how I say. Do you know what I mean? There's a big difference. So it's having that understanding that my husband is not going to suffocate me a little bit, or make me lose my identity. I don't know if that's really making sense, but it's for some women that's a big fear.
I mean, it would be good for, you know, to hear from you guys. I think that, you know, hearing you say that puts responsibility, which I have always, you know, known and I've thought of, and then maybe some men don't really realize. I think it put a responsibility on a man, and every man in that sense, to know that, look, this woman wants to submit to you, but she has some fears. It's not that she doesn't want to submit to you, because that's what I'm hearing from you. And, you know, like, you know me, I am not one to argue with somebody in an area where, you know, they know that's their area. You know,
like, you're not going to start telling me about.
No, I'm not going to start telling you now. Oh, no. They are not scared of submitting. You know, they don't just want to submit. How do I know? Am I a woman? A woman is telling me that women want to submit, but they are scared of submitting. I have to accept that. It's coming to me from a woman, and she's speaking from a woman's way. So I think that for a man, if you know, and if you register in your head, even every man who is connected now, that your wife actually wants to submit. But if you are not seeing that submission, it could be that she's scared to submit because he doesn't know how you will handle that submission, what will become of her, how she'll be treated, will she lose identity, will she become, you know, like a housemaid, shadow of herself, will she just be ordered here and there? Then you have a responsibility to show to her, you know, that her submission does not make her a subhuman to you. Her submission, her submission does not make her subhuman to you, does not make her, you know, I mean, for crying out loud, she may even be more intelligent than you. You use it to your advantage, for the advantage of the family. So if a man is wise and, you know, provides that environment that alleviates the fears of the woman, then what I hear from you is that he would naturally get submission from the woman. Just like I was saying, you know, some men want to really love their wife, but sometimes men feel that if they show their wife too much love and care and attention, she would take him for granted. Now, if the woman shows to the man that that's not the case, I will honor you more and blah, 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 creative, then, it will be free. So we have to understand, I guess, a fear in the person. The person wants to create the environment. Let them know they will not become subhuman. Let them, be able to feel safe around you and know that their submission will not be taken for granted. It will not suddenly make them lose their identity. They will not become like a doormat that you just trample upon. And when you say jump and touch the ceiling.
It's not like what's that film? Coming to America. Jump. No. How high?
So I think that is a great help. Let's get some comments. Guys, please send in your comments because I think this is quite interesting. Moya Roy said the reason can be one that stem from our cultural background or experiences. The way women has been treated in their family, etc. Which is true. It could be, their past experience makes them scared. Can I really let go for this person? So you have to show to them that letting go to you is safe, will bring the best out of them.
It will bring, exactly. It's like the woman is the raw product. And then she's giving it to the man to refine. You understand? But it's does the man have the capability to really refine her to get the best out of her? Or is he gonna be, chipping at the edge and say, oh, this raw product is too raw, and just throw it away? Something? Oh, okay. So so it's having that confidence in the man to know that he's going to be able to take me in and get the best out of me and not just use me to I've seen it. I'm sorry. Anyone knows me, I don't like flies. I don't like flies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, I got it. So for all those human rights and animal rights people, sorry, but it was distracting. But it's knowing that he's gonna get the best out of her. So it's having that confidence in him. I'm giving you something. I'm giving you me. I'm not even giving you something. I'm giving you me.
I need to know that I'm going to be
safe. I'm gonna be safe, and I'm not going to be become timid because I gave you me.
And the journey of my life would be swifter. It would be sweeter.
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 Sweeter. So I think it's an important.
I think it's a serious point, but I think it's a very important point that men can learn from.
I mean, like you said as well, women also are like God's just given a grace to most women that we're naturally intelligent and we mature quicker or become sharper at some things more than men. If it's like on an equal, like a 7-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl, usually the girl is sharp.
But the men catch up.
They catch up. They catch up. There's like a very massive growth spurt
when they get to like 13 or something. Then there's that speed
that they get, and it's not the same for everybody. It could be the other way around. But what I'm saying there is that women have grown up in life being sharp, being intelligent, being at the front, being able to make decisions, being able to follow through with those decisions and see results. Then they now get to the stage of marriage. They now have to submit
to a man,
and then
so the man has to be wise in making the right decisions, in guiding the family, in carrying the woman along, not making her feel that decisions are just being made for her, but that she's part of the decision making. And also, yes, the man, your say is the final say, and sometimes some men abuse that, knowing that, I know that's your opinion, but this is what I've said. A wise man would find a way. You'll find a way. You can. It's not every time you go with
This is my authority. I'm sitting at my seat of the head.
And sometimes it may even be, yes, this is where you want to go, but there's a way you would walk through it that the woman would follow you going that way without her knowing that this is the way you have always wanted to go from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
it's approach as well.
Yeah, the approach is, I think, it's very important. All right, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And what are our comments on that? I didn't see much. I saw from Moiro and Hope. Thank you so much. That definitely, they agree that's right. True word. And sometimes it is a cultural thing as well. But let us know what you think on that. Then my next point then is we need attention. I wouldn't say it's something that you didn't know about us, but maybe you didn't realize how much we need it. But we need attention. Like women, I think we were just made for attention. Like even our dressing. What do you think of my dressing? What do you think of this? We always need a comment, a compliment, reassurance or something that would help us.
Just to throw a curveball in.
All right, go ahead.
Just to throw a curveball.
Is your curve? Let me hear.
No, I just wanted to ask. When we talk about women needing attention, I agree. But do you want honest responses? You want honest responses, or you just want complimentary responses? Why are you laughing so hard? There are a lot of women they can answer.
The honest. No, but I mean, okay, let's say, for example, I'm wearing a dress. I'm thinking this is the best dress that's ever been made since, the best dress since, what did they say, since sliced bread or something. It's amazing. But you're thinking this dress is too tight. Or, you can bend over and, what happened? And you want to save me from that embarrassment. I would want you to save me from the embarrassment. Not that I turned or I bent, so something fell on the floor, I bent to pick it down, and it's a total disgrace to both you and me. So save me that. So definitely, I would want the truth. But I think it depends on the woman. Some women will just, no, but in that scenario, you'd want the truth. You'd want the truth.
In that scenario, you want. No, because I know women like comments and all of that, but as you're just talking down, well, you know how my brain works. I just think, okay.
Imagine I'm in church now. Come and see that the Lord has done for me. And I'm there singing and dancing. I turn around. Oh, no. It's not good now. Oh, no, it's not good.
So maybe if you made a hair and you think it's nice, you did makeup, and for you, you are, this is nice.
You're enjoying this,
you're enjoying it, or just, and then, but for the man, he thinks, so I'm. That's what I'm trying to understand, because there are a lot of men, I believe, who are online. Men, they're usually quiet, and they are listening. Do women want honest responses?
We do, but just be gentle, Don't just like come with a sledgehammer or like AK-49 or whatever.
Tim Mighty say padded ones. So padded,
exactly. Be gentle.
So, but a number of women have said,
sledgehammer.
Honest response. Like Boya Rose, I would prefer honest response, please.
Exactly.
Rosalind Sarapa said, sir, I want honest response. Okay. Happy is just laughing.
No, but definitely I would want an honest response, because at the end of it, you're saving me and saving us, So I'd rather.
So if a woman cooks a soup and the soup is not sweet, what would she like? Can somebody write the sentence? How would you, as a woman, want that to be communicated to you?
Through comedy. Through just nicely, something nice. Just don't be like,
right. No, write the comment now, because there are men on, so that they will know how to say it.
Okay, because we'll be eating, and then I'll be like, Or if she thinks it's nice.
Yeah.
So Nabi, or you start eating, the man start eating, and say, "Oh, what do you think of the food?" So that's the
Yes.
look at the eyes to tell.
Exactly. Now I'm looking at you now. Then if the woman now asks the man, yeah, what do you think of the food?
Yeah.
If the food, let's say for example, the food is not sweet,
it's horrible.
What do you want the man to say? Because it will help some men. They'll just, if you can just write the letters of the sentence, it will be helpful. Okay, let me see. Okay, Princess Fona said your honest response, but the way we receive it depends on the way
you deliver
your honest response. Yeah, that's why I'm saying now write it. How do you want it to be delivered?
All right. So in that scenario, what would you want to say?
Because
what would you want to hear?
How would you want it? What is the words you would want said? Glory, they say yes, still honest answer, but it depends on how it comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the how. Pastor Wale. Oh, God bless you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
He said some women, doesn't matter how padded or the comedy, they will still not want to be corrected. It's true.
So women I too know. What do you know about cooking, Seth? Do you know? Yes.
No, because that's what. Okay. Sandra said, honesty is fine. However, don't embarrass me by saying it to other people rather than myself in private. Okay. Yeah, but you people have not been able to write out.
Yeah.
Joyce said, just say something like, sweetheart, what happened to this soup today? Okay. What happened to this soup?
So it's given a caveat with the word sweetheart.
Okay.
So it's coming from a joyful, loving.
Yeah, as a sweetheart, what happened to this soup today?
Yeah.
Then we say, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Sir, the thing doesn't taste nice.
Guess it be. Oh dear. But yeah,
Tim advice a very honest but with loads of love.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But we have to agree, like with what Pastor Wale said. There's still some people, no matter how padded and no matter the comedy, they will still not, take it. Oh, after all the effort I've put in, what do you know about? Maybe you say this hair is not. What do you know about hair? Yeah. I'm even asking you to compliment my hair, and the man was okay. Why did you ask me? Why did you ask me? You know that I don't know anything about hair. Yeah. You're asking me. As far as I'm concerned, this hair is not fine. Or this makeup on your face, the lip is too red. It's too much. Yeah. I can see the scale of foundation. Is this the scale is there? Say it's too much. You say no. This is the way I like it. How do you not reconcile that? Yeah. You say you want compliment. That's why I'm saying let us understand. Is it honest response or just something that just say, oh, beautiful, oh, nice, oh, this? Because
we don't want an yes person like all this just saying everything wonderful.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, but just to have peace in Jerusalem. But if you don't want
but in giving your honest opinions, just be gentle. Be padded, be nice, be loving. Yeah.
But the woman should also be able to receive it. Yeah.
Receive the correction. If there's a correction, if there's a negative comment, receive it.
Receive it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that was my call. I just wanted to
thank you for that, Carol. We're back on track. Yeah. So I'll say no, we need attention. Like women, we love to talk, even if there's some women like I'm a little bit introverted.
Sorry, before you go ahead. Tim has by just said my husband said, ask her if she cook them from her belly.
Oh dear.
So you talk to the man, did you cook this soup from your heart?
Oh dear. Well, I think you have to know your wife. You have to know which kind of comment would help and which one would not. But yeah, that's very good. Like for me, that would make me laugh. Yeah. But for some others, that would cause quarrel. That would cause Cold war would now happen.
Cold war is good now. cold where everybody's quiet. We are talking about they just go carry the pot of soap. I've heard of women that have poured
Christian women as well.
Christian women who go to church. I've counseled some. Yes, they go to church. Counsel some who carry pot of soup or plate of soup pour on their husband's head.
Out of annoyance.
Yes, so out of annoyance.
For a compliment. I
don't know.
That went wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just trying to establish the situation.
That is the farthest that we go on that one.
Okay, thank you. All right, but I mean, maybe it's for us to learn how to deal with our emotions, because it's a reaction. You reacted to something. Anyway, we're digressing. That's not our topic for today. But one day we will handle such, isn't it? I think it will be helpful.
Overreaction.
Yeah, reacting to your everyday kind of stuff with your spouse. Just everyday reaction.
Sorry, let me just read these ones. If a woman, that's Glory Day, if a woman doesn't want an honest answer, especially when it was said in love, then there's something wrong with that woman. Yeah. Okay. I
mean, like, I remember recently there was one, if anyone knows me and knows my food and that, I love oha soup. That's one of my favorite soups. I love eating it. I love cooking it. So the oha soup that I got from this, you have to go specific days to the markets that would sell these leaves. The shop, should I say, that will sell these leaves, because they get it shipped fresh from Nigeria. So they now had these leaves in the oha leaf. They had the oziza leaf, everything. I was so happy. I was like, yes, got them and cooked them. When I now finished cooking the thing, wash them as normal, everything as normal. When I now finished cooking it, and I was so happy to sit down and eat it, and I taste the first one, bitter. I said, kind of taste the second one, bitter. I said, no, what's going on here? So when I now gave it to my husband to eat, I was like, babe, what do you think of this soup? It was like, I don't know, something. I said, yeah, it's a bit bitter, isn't it? So it's, if you know that the food was not nice, maybe that's a different scenario. But still, you should be able to be honest with yourself. If you know the food ain't nice, it ain't nice. So that soup now, I've realized that after like eating it 3 or 4 times, as in like the swallows, it would become okay. So I think I even cooked like not a big, but a reasonable pot of it, put them in containers, put them in the freezer. So I was very happy when it now finished, because in my mind, that soup was not nice. So when something is nice and something is not nice, but just be honest,
Yeah. Well, Richard Abdullahi said, if the food is a bit burnt, you can say, honey, you offered burnt offerings today.
Oh, that's true. See, it's comedy. It's comedy.
How the other said, this is very funny. Honest answer can be annoying sometimes. It's true.
Definitely. Nobody likes hearing something negative, to be fair. Yeah. To be honest and fair. Even you, if I was to say, oh, babe, what about this thing? You wouldn't like it, but it's being honest, and that's what we're called to be, I guess. So
Princess Fona said, for the cooking, you can try saying, babe, dinner was delicious tonight, but next time maybe we can go easy on the salt. Yeah. Followed by a peck.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
We'll receive that happily.
All right, let's go to the next point.
Oh my goodness, my time is going. All right, so like I was saying, wives, we need attention. We need it. Yeah. Women love to talk. They love to, have conversations. Oh, I was on my way to the shop, and just before I got to the shop, I now saw the traffic light, and it was going so slow, and oh my God, I was in the traffic for so long, and then I finally was able to turn right, and then I went down the road, and guess what? Another traffic. They will tell you this long story just to tell you that I went to the shop. Yeah. Whereas for a man, it would be like, oh yeah, I went to the shop. That was end of his conversation about that. But for women, we need you to listen to that conversation. Yeah. As long-winded as it may sound, as irrelevant as it may be, we just need that kind of time and attention. Just give it to us. Give us that extra 5 minutes or that extra 10 minutes to tell you a story that in your mind is like, so what was the point of that story? Because like some things it'd be like, I don't even understand what she was telling
and even
me.
You, when sometimes as a woman, when you land,
what was
you
don't even know you landed. You finished. You're like, what else happened? No, that was it.
So I don't even know what I was saying. What really led to this again? Because you have said so many stories that you now miss even the main point that led to it.
Yeah, but I'm saying this,
listening and
very important.
Just sharing in it is great.
Very important. And you know, the thing is, like, some men will now get frustrated and get upset with the wife that she always just waffles on, or she just always speaking about things that don't make sense. But for her, she is making sense. She's just telling you something that happened. So she just likes to retell stories or retell events or retell, you know, things that she's gone through. So just allow that to happen. And it's all part of the process of, you know, her way of communicating, even, because for all women, we love communication, and that's part of the communication. So just let us continue going on, and we will land at some point, but allow us, just do the nods. Like, all this time he's just been going, if you replay this back, like the last few minutes, all he's been doing is that's all we want, you know. So give it to us. That's all we want. So just
show that you are hearing.
That's it. And then throw in a little comment like, then what happened? Exactly. Just open up even more. So just give us that. We need it. It helps us to even get closer. You don't even, it's unexplainable. It's the mysteries. You know, the Bible says that there are 3 mysteries. One of them is that the weight of man is with his woman. That's one of the mysteries. So it's one of the mysteries of communication and becoming one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what else I'll say? Keep us updated. You know, that's still all part of, we need attention. Just, you know, let us know what's going on and everything. Don't let us be surprised by change of plans or change of anything. I've got here about the give us compliments, but I've already said that. So just keep us informed. This is a short one because I was literally just trying to finish the last 2, the one of part 1. So my very last point is that we need your input. Okay. Yeah, we need your input, especially for families and homes where it's a dual income. So the man is working, the woman is working. And even when it's not a income per se, let's say the woman is at home with the children, we still need your input. That input is input around the home usually, because it's probably still part of the whole fear of submitting, feeling as if we're a slave, and feeling as if, you know, we're just doing everything and not being taken for granted and not being appreciated. To overcome that is give us some input, give us some time. You've seen something in the house that needs doing, just do it without being, you know, asked over and over again or pressured to do it. All those things, they help to create that atmosphere that we both love. I love a joyful home. You do too. Let's do the things that would help to ensure that the home is always joyful by, you know, whatever it may be. I know we talked about a few years, like last year or something, about should roles be defined in the home and all of that. But I mean, even with the definition of roles or without it, we should still be helping each other. You know, so that shouldn't stop you if you see dishes in the sink to wash them, or you see something on the floor to pick it up and put it where it should be, or, you know, to clean, whatever. You know, I'm not saying she's now gonna give you the role, this is your role forever, but, you know, just help out sometimes. Like, I have a very funny neighbor, very funny. It was he was telling me one time that he told his friend told him one time that the best way, I don't even know if I should be saying this, should I be saying it? I told you already, but the best way to make sure that your wife
but nobody should do that though.
Yes. Okay. So with caution, no men should do this, please. and if it happens, then we now know what you're planning. So maybe it's a good heads up. But anyway, he said that if you want your wife to never call you in the kitchen to help you ever again, what you do is you say, "Oh, darling, you want me to?" Because it is not. Darling, you want me to help you with the dishes? Don't worry, let me go help you with the dishes. He said, just carry all the dishes, all the expensive ones, lift them up, and go, bah! Make them
without her looking at
without her looking, without her looking. Obviously, you're making her go and sit down and enjoy it, says drink a cup of tea or whatever, and then she hears smash. So he's now like, I was like, what? He said, yeah. He said that way she'll never ask you again in the kitchen. Even if she says, even if you say, oh, let me help you, no. So I was like, that
it's
is
just a funny.
Yeah, he's really funny. So funny. Yeah, really good neighbor. But yeah, so it's not, we're not saying to do that. Yeah, that you now help to a fault to the point that the person will never ask for your help again. Yeah, but do help out. There's areas that, and you don't know how much that's appreciated by women. It really opens up all kinds
but I
of
think
stuff.
also, where a man helps out,
a woman should say it.
Yeah, woman should say it. She should, also appreciate, just like women want to be appreciated. I think if you find a woman, as a woman, your husband helps out, you should also, acknowledge it and appreciate it. It's just that it's difficult. Maybe it's a human nature. It's easy for us to see what has not been done than it is for us to see what has been done. For example, if you enter into a house and the plates in the sink have been washed, but the ground maybe has not been mopped, or maybe the house have not been hoovered, it's easy to see the unhoovered house than to see that the plates have been washed. Or you come in and the house have been hoovered, but the plates have not been washed. So sometimes you find a situation where maybe the man is home and does something and the woman wasn't there when he did it, and she comes in and she can't notice what has been done. Her mind, first of all, is going to, so he couldn't even help to do that. Not realizing
he has
what
actually helped to do this. And
and it is the reason why, and it's not just women. I think it's a human thing. It's the reason why you find that men who go out to work and their wife is at home and looks after the children, some men, not all men, come back and think, she's been home all day. What has she been doing at home all day? She's been doing a lot. It's just that to see it, and maybe that's something that as human beings, we need to try to, anytime you come in and your mind is just racing after what has not been done, possibly tell yourself, hey, wait a minute.
Something's been done.
Something has been done, and try to look out for what has been done, to acknowledge that. I think it would just help the man to do more. And even if it's a woman, it will help her to do more. Definitely. I don't know what you think about that.
No, I do. It's very valuable to appreciate what other people have done, and try to notice what other people have done as well. So don't just overlook it and think, oh, well, I could have done that, or that was nothing. He should have done more, or she should have done more. That's a very ungrateful heart, really. That's what it speaks of. But it should be more grateful to say thank you.
All right, so we should be wrapping up.
Yeah, we are. I didn't think we were gonna reach this time, because I thought it would be like, I only had 3 points. I thought I'd be able to go through it really quickly, but we've spoken anyway, which is good. But I wanted to, like 2 weeks ago when we talked about what you don't know about men, because I think it was a very nice conversation, and for me it was very insightful, and I'm sure some of the points that been raised for what you don't know about women, but just generally has been very insightful. And it helps really to understand where the other person is coming from. So I think if it was me on the other end, like listening and hearing how I would take this on board, is to, you know, really look out for the areas that I didn't quite know of, and see what areas can be implemented, or see what changes can be made, and, you know, stuff that can help me or help my marriage or help my life to become even more and better and more sweeter. I think it's always important to see things from the other person's point of view, and just genuinely absorb it and take it that this is the other person's point of view. It's like you can't tell me what it is, how it feels to carry a child, for example.
No,
I can't now say to you, oh, I'm just so tired because of, it must be because of the baby, you know, I'm just so tired, I just want to sleep all day. And then you now say, no, you don't want, it's not because of the baby, it's because you're lazy. You just want to milk it, and you don't want to do anything. Well, who told you that?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I've never carried a baby.
Yeah. So how would you know that? So yeah, it's just taking on board from the person what is real and true to the person, so that you'll be able to take it on board, and not arguing that it should be different, or it could be different, or they don't know what they're saying, because it's coming from them. It's not coming from you. So
yeah, I'm just trying to share link for the previous episodes. So what you don't know about men, part 1 and part 2, for those who have not watched it, and then also what you don't know about women, part 1, and then I think the last one would be what you don't know about men, part 2.
Okay.
So you can go back, and just watch, and it will help you to be able to grab the whole series and implement what you've heard. You know, there is no, this is my thought, and I've said this, you know, so many times. My wife knows, you know, life is short.
Yeah.
You want to enjoy it. There's no point wasting it, you know, on being frustrated and just living a life that is just a total disappointment to you yourself, you know. So it's important that we live our lives and we share moments with our husbands, with our wives, that we enjoy your life now. You don't have another one. So don't make things difficult for yourself. Don't make it difficult for your husband. Don't make it difficult for your wife. You know, it's of no benefit to you. It's of no benefit to them if you make life difficult for them, because you just be causing yourself pain.
Yeah.
And as long as we all show understanding to each other, we can all have great, happy, pleasant homes.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you do your final comments, and then we will wrap up.
Final comments for this, what you don't know about men, what you don't know about women. Really, I think it's just echoing what you've said. It don't make life difficult for your husband or for your wife. This life is really meant to be enjoyed. Maybe there's some things that we haven't spoken of that is unique to your spouse. You know, try and find those things out, or, you know, try and have that conversation that would help your marriage to be even the sweeter, or your home to be even more joyful. There's no need to hold things in. You know, it's only, you know, harmful to the person that is held within. But also don't let it out with an outburst.
Yeah.
Don't now go
no
nuclear. You know, find a way to discuss some things that are tricky or difficult with maturity and with love. Because that's what you signed up for. You signed up to for marriage, to be with somebody for the rest of your life. So you know that you'd want to have a good and peaceful home. So you live in a way that would create a good and peaceful home.
All right, people. Thank you for joining us again. Always a joy to have you with us. We encourage you to share this link to as many people. There's somebody's home, somebody's marriage that we believe it will help. And, if they can watch the 4 videos, part 1 and part 2 of what you don't know about men, part 1 and part 2 of what you don't know about women, I am sure they will learn something. And if their heart is willing to learn, if they are teachable, something that would be helpful for their life and helpful for their family. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Friday, 6 a.m. for the And Zion Prevail prophetic prayers. This week is our week of my miraculous visitation is now. Amen. And you will testify. So connect with us again in the morning for that half an hour of prayers. And we believe that you put to work the things you've learned. Please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that right now. We want you to do that. Subscribe, to the YouTube channel. It is Pastor Moses GCF and also FMC TV. Those are the 2 YouTube channel names. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And God bless you. I think that's all for today. This is where we say bye. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. 2 Thursdays from now. Have a blessed night.
Bye.